Okay, so Dr. Oz warns us at the beginning of the show that it's going to be very controversial and that we can choose who we think is right, but that we should be very careful because our health is at stake. His controversial guest is Dr. Glenn Gaesser. Now, Dr. Gaesser is an exercise physiologist, and he has the audacity to claim that the best possible chance we have for health is to eat healthy foods and exercise. I mean, I can't even believe Dr. Oz let him on the show. Eat healthy and exercise, that's not controversial. That's crazy talk. Everybody knows that our best chance for health is to eat poorly and not exercise at all. No, wait. That's wrong. No. Eat healthy and exercise, that's not controversial. That's a big flaming sack of duh. Oh well, I guess it's for TV ratings. Moving on. I think the most interesting thing in the show is the way that the two doctors use research. Dr. Oz starts the show by pointing to some research about prevalence of overweight and obesity in the United States. And Dr. Gaesser says, yes, I'm familiar with the research, but I think that the data are wrong for the following reasons. Now, we can argue about who's right or wrong, but what I want you to remember is that Dr. Oz cited a study, and Dr. Gaesser knew of the study and had formed an intelligent opinion about it. This is the very last time that Dr. Oz will refer to any research for the duration of the show, but Dr. Gaesser actually uses research 11 times. And each time he mentions research, Dr. Oz is, and I quote, shocked, flabbergasted, he can't believe what he's hearing. Which means that Dr. Oz has a strongly held medical opinion, apparently based on the fact that he's never bothered to read any research that disagrees with it. At some point, Dr. Gaesser gets so frustrated that he actually says, this is in the literature, I'm surprised you don't know about it. And Dr. Oz ducks his head and then says, well, I don't, but I'm going to look into it now. Which I guess means that we're supposed to ignore the fact that he's ridiculously late to the party and celebrate that he's even going to show up at all. So this goes on, and, you know, as a doctor, if you tell millions of people a day that this is my medical opinion, and it's your medical opinion because you haven't bothered to look at research that disagrees with you, or in his case, maybe not any research at all, because Dr. Gaesser cites research 11 times, Dr. Oz cites himself 11 times. I think, I believe, with absolutely no mention of research to back him up. But at any rate, he prides himself that he tells people every day about his medical opinion about them needing to lose weight. And doing that without benefit of research doesn't make you a good doctor, and it certainly doesn't make you a good scientist. It makes you an idiot. And nowhere is he more idiotic than in a discussion they have about plaque in the aorta. He brings out two aortas, one that has plaque and one that is healthy. And he says to Dr. Gaesser, so are you telling me that obesity doesn't cause this plaque? Dr. Gaesser says, no, obesity doesn't cause the plaque. Lifestyle, eating and exercise habits cause the plaque, but they may also lead to the obesity. And Dr. Oz says, no, I know that obesity causes plaque because I'm a heart surgeon and every person who's obese who I operate on has plaque. I mean, does Dr. Oz spend a lot of time cracking open healthy chests just to poke around? No, he's a heart surgeon. Every person he sees has heart problems. That's his job. By his logic, I could prove that every person who has a sweater vest has heart problems, and that sweater vests cause the heart problems because every person he's ever seen who had a sweater vest that he performed surgery on also had heart problems. That's ridiculous. That is, your sample size could actually not be more skewed. You cannot say, as a doctor, I see sick people, so I assume that everybody who looks like these sick people is sick like they are. That's total non-logic. It's ridiculous. Right? And just to top off the complete ridiculousness of this episode, at the end he has Dr. Gaesser run up and down some stairs. No problem. Then he has Dr. Gaesser put on an 80-pound vest and try to run up and down the stairs. And Dr. Gaesser says, oh, this is more of an effort. And Dr. Oz says, yes, see? Yes. If you gain 80 pounds in 5 seconds, it will become more difficult for you to get up the stairs. I will completely cop to that. Then on the way down, he makes sure to tell Dr. Gaesser, oh, be very careful, go slow. And Dr. Oz says, see, even the risk of falling increases with obesity. Yes. What we've proven is that you gain 80 pounds in 5 seconds completely on your torso, you may have some balance challenges. Good job, Dr. Oz. Good science. The show was ridiculous, and at the end, Dr. Oz has the audacity to tell Dr. Gaesser that he thinks he's irresponsible for telling people to eat healthy and exercise. Irresponsible. Irresponsible. Now, Dr. Oz, who apparently hasn't read any research at all, but just goes with whatever he believes based on his sample size of people he performs surgery on, feels comfortable telling millions of people every day that they need to lose weight. But Dr. Gaesser's the one being irresponsible. It's ridiculous. It's horrible science, and I hope everybody saw it for what it was.